And welcome to the Nifty Scrapbooker card layout today. It's Wednesday and we are excited to show you a new card using the purple papers we had left over from our layout on Monday when we scrapbook babies. So we have all these wonderful, nice, colorful purple prints, and we're going to be using those together with a new way to use an embossing folder and distress inks at the same time. So that's a great way to do a nice title, which we'll be using on our card today. We're actually going to be doing a happy birthday card for those women in your life. So we're going to get this layout started, and don't forget to check out every Monday we have our scrapbooking layout. Every Wednesday we're going to have a card layout. And every Friday I'll be posting on my blog the details about that Monday's scrapbooking page. So, and then I might, hit up every once in a while with various blogs about certain things going on in my life and stuff and in the scrapbooking world. So, you'll want to check that out. At the end of this video will not only be a way for you to link and subscribe to this channel, but it will also show you my website for my blog. For those of you who want to jot it down now, it's the niftyscrapbooker.wordpress.com. So we'll see you back here next week on the Nifty Scrapbookers. Let's go to our layout. And welcome to today's layout for our card. We're going to be actually making a happy birthday card from the papers we had left. So that's what it will look like when we're all done and said. We're going to learn a new process here using some of our distress inks as well as using an embosser folder. So we're going to jump right into it. Now the first thing I do when I make a card is I take a piece of white cardstock, 8.5 by 11. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this down to our card size. So we're going to cut this down. It's 11 inches long, so we want to make this 5.5 inches wide. Let's get some more light on in here so I can see a little better. Okay, so we want this 5.5 inches. We're cutting on the short end. We'll cut it right in half. Now what this enables us to do is it enables us to have two cuts. Now what I've also done is I've actually taken one of these pieces and I've cut that in half again this way. So I have just a card like this. This is what we're going to be doing our embossing on. So we're going to have that available in just a minute. So there we went ahead and cut that for us. We're going to go ahead and fold this in half. I've said, you could use a bone folder to help fold this. I'm starting to use the back of my scissors here, the handle of the scissors, to give that a nice crease. And there we go. There's our card. Now what I've done is I've taken our stripe paper from our layout Monday and I've created just 1/8 of an inch smaller. Also I've taken the flowered paper, making a 2-inch stripe by the same height of this card, and I've taken a 1-inch stripe with the filigree paper and done it like that. So that's going to be our basis of our card there. But before we put all this together first, we're going to use our distress ink in several different ways today. The number one way we're going to be using is to ink all these sides together. And I thought it brings in the title of our happy birthday. We're just going to edge these real quick. There we go. What this will do is it'll make the card kind of stand out and the background to stand out. We want that to kind of stand off from the card because we put that 1/8 of inch border around of white, so that'll make that stand out. See, that'll stand out from that white really well. Now we got that done. Okay, now normally I wouldn't do all the sides, but we're going to be doing all the sides on these two pieces as well. The distress ink comes in various colors, everywhere from light cream all the way to black. So, and all the colors in between. This one actually is a Tim Holtz distress ink, and it's in the wilted violet. You can purchase this at Joann's. They sometimes carry them. I know AC Moore, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, they all carry this product. They usually comes in packs. So I've did a couple different packs. There was a neutral pack I purchased, and a pastel pack I purchased, and I think a vibrant color pack, or a bold pack. So we're just going to get this wrapped up here. This card is going to come together real easy and quick. There we go. And that's that part of the distress ink. We're going to not use the dauber anymore, but we'll be using the distress ink. Let's go ahead and get some of this put together here. So let's get our tape out, tape runner. Just a few things, and we're just going to come in. Oh, I'm going to line up with one of those stripes, just about a half an inch or so. Line that up there. There we go. Take our inch stripe, and we're going to try to center that right in the middle. Okay. Then we're going to take it over, and I like to press it down, make sure all that tape got good there. Then we're going to take the back of this. And then we're going to go ahead and put this on our card that we have here. Remember to keep the 1/8 inch border all the way around. Just center that in that 1/8 inch border. There we go, got that down. Grab that down. Now, for our happy birthday, so we got the base of it done. Now for our happy birthday plaque. So what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be taking a piece of plain white cardstock. We're going to be taking a happy birthday template here I have from Doris. And what I'm going to do is you want to open up your folder, embossing folder, and you do not want to put the distress ink on the raised part. You want to put it on the not raised part. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this distress ink and I'm just going to kind of swirl it around, get it on both sides of this, because we're just worried about the middle of it here, okay? And that's what we're going to do with that distress ink. Then we're going to lay our piece of paper on this side. We're going to fold our folder onto the paper. We're going to put it in on our magnetic platform. Put our rubber embossing mat on there, and then a cutting plate. And we're going to run this through my maze machine from Fun Stamper's Journey. We're just going to be running this right through there. And this will emboss the paper. What it will do is it will transfer the ink onto the back of the paper. It will raise the rest of the paper and make it white. And that'll be our border. Take those off. Open this up. See, the ink's off my embossing folder. My paper is embossed with happy birthday. And there's our ink. There we go. There's our happy birthday. And it's all ready to go. Now one thing I want to do with this is I want to trim it down a little bit. So we're going to get my Creative Memories paper trimmer here. We're going to trim this down so it's a border, just a heading for our card. I'm going to trim off some of that extra ink we put on there. We got to make sure we got it all the way around and trim it up a little bit. Maybe go just a little closer on this trimming. On this one. There we go. And you can just play around with how close you want it trimmed. This one has a couple lines through it, so we want to make sure we get. There we go. Good. And we'll trim a little bit off each edge. Just to kind of give it a finished look. That'll be 4 inches long. And there we have our happy birthday. We'll just get rid of this waste, put it in my trash can, bring our card back, get our tape out, do 3 strips of tape here. We're going to put it in the top right hand corner. And there you go. You have a happy birthday card that you can send to any of your loved ones, whether it's a mom, an aunt, a cousin, a daughter, whatever it needs to be. You have a nice in purples. My mother's favorite color was purple. This would be a card I would have sent her for her birthday. So you can do this with anything. Let's say you have a embossing folder that says Happy Easter, or maybe it says, you know, with sympathy. You could turn this layout into any card you want with just a simple embossing folder and using that technique with the distressing. So I hope to see you next week on Monday with the Nifty Scrapbooker as I show you a brand new layout that I'm excited to share with you. Also, don't forget to check back on Friday. At the end of this video, I will have a link to my blog. And on Friday, I will be debuting the first layout that we had on Monday. I will be debuting a blog about that layout and showcasing some of the detailed work in getting that page together. So I'll see you next week on the Nifty Scrapbooker.